You're watching Fem Chef FGC. Like and subscribe to my favorite gladiator on the Citadel.
So I finally made the drive back up to North Jersey for one of their stacked monthlies, Iron Grid. And man, was this one stacked. We had 70 entrants for Street Fighter, which is the most entrants I've ever seen at a local I attended. And here I was playing somebody I'd never seen before named NoodleTaco. And I still feel like I let myself down here, and I objectively shouldn't have lost this. He didn't beat anybody else, and the whole set felt winnable, but I played nervous and twitchy. And there's a lot of different things going on here as to why that is. For one thing, I fly out to EVO tomorrow, and I really, really want to do well at EVO. And every time I sit down to play a match, or I have a major looming, all I can think is, if it goes badly, what if that also happens at insert major here? And I was thinking about that this entire time. It does not help that the highest seed in my pool at EVO is Juicy Joe, who is a JP player. And I've been practicing a lot against really, really strong JPs who've been beating my ass. And it's the best way to learn, but it made me a little insecure. And I took that insecurity into this match 100%. I'm just not making good decisions. I was told when I ran it with Stealth this past week, one of the strongest JPs around, he pretty violently 10-0'd me, and he said I'm not actually being active enough. I am freezing up, I'm respecting his options too much, and I'm trying so hard to play a slow whiff punish game that I'm just getting run over. And I think that is partially what happened here, but also that I maybe tried to force it too much in places. By and large, I just feel like this entire day that I played, even though my overall placement wasn't terrible, I was just kind of running my game plan and not reacting to what the other person was doing, or their habits, or what they were doing on the screen even. Like, I was kind of just doing my own thing. And I have a decent enough autopilot that I can still run people over sometimes, but I don't feel like I was playing adaptive at all. And now we're going to start commenting on specifically what we're seeing on the screen. Since this is game one, final round, I obviously don't want to start out. Down below, he was really, really on point with perfect parrying the phalanx. And I really should have stopped using phalanx in the same places after he demonstrated that he was really effective at perfect parrying it, and I didn't adapt well. There as well, I tried to use OD stance to steal a turn at -3, but he wasn't really pressing immediately when I was at -3. There he did, because he knew I probably wasn't going to do it again, but I didn't make him prove he was going to before I actually went for that option, which is a specific kind of read. Likewise, multiple times here I go for a jump light kick, it's blocked, then I go for another light string, but he didn't mash a single time. So I could have done jump light kick, had it be blocked, and thrown him, and I didn't do that either. And here I ended up in burnout. I almost blocked the level 2. I've been labbing blocking the level 2, but I didn't quite get it. And I reflexively hit parry when I'm sitting under a portal because I'm expecting the spike. And I need to remember to look for the teleport because a jump light kick there might have been able to turn things around. We go into game 2, and I'm just trying to brute force it. I can't believe I lost game 1. I'm panicked. I'm just trying to get in immediately. I don't want to play neutral, and the phalanx gets perfect parried. I also figured, hey, he didn't represent amnesia once in game 1. I'm probably all set to just start running offense because he's not really representing reversal. And he started representing reversal in game 2 when he knew I really, really wanted to get in. The real underlying issue here is that it is too evident when I flip the switch between playing offense and playing defense. Here I'm rather obviously in offensive mode. Why wouldn't he amnesia and get me off of him? That's another example of me just picking a wake-up option in a panic and not based on what was happening on the screen. There was no way that OD Gladius was going to work. Just terrible decision overall. I deserved that KO. It's too obvious that I really want to get in and get something started at this point, and I'm unwilling to shift around between I'm moving in, I'm moving out. Maybe I'm moving in, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm looking for a whiff punish. It's too readable. At this point, I went full gorilla. And, like, in this round, it works out for me, but I still think it needs to be a more gradual, well, not even gradual, but constant shift between offense and defense. Like, this final round, I'm gonna bet I continued playing like a gorilla. Yep, I'm just throwing full screen Gladius. Wait, no, then I actually kind of froze up and started playing... Here, I started playing scared. I'm just trying to Gladius through the ghosts. I'm not starting any pressure. I did get the Gladius through the cane there, but I again threw the autopilot phalanx, which got perfect parry and put me at full screen. A lot of this is just little mistakes that had big consequences. This was absolutely winnable. I'm actually playing pretty okay at full screen here. Now I've got to stop walking. I almost had the punish there, not quite. Here, again, like, he's blocking the light string, and I'm continuing to press buttons instead of trying to go for any kind of grab. I could have even gone for command grab there. He didn't move once, he didn't reversal once. Now he's whiffing in my face, and I'm not punishing it because I'm just in a panic. Duck the blow. I know I can't drive rush through those portals. That was a literal just, oh, come on, let me do something moment. I knew as I hit drive rush that I'd made a mistake. And I basically died for it. Because here, my throw tech gets baited, and that's it. So at this point, I'm just like, I really don't want to go 0-2. I gotta make a loser's run. And of course, first character I get is Juri. I hate this matchup for Marisa, but this match actually ended up going really well for me. There is something I've been trying to integrate more into my gameplay, which is reacting to a medium drive rush cancel on block with a drive reversal. This is guaranteed. Even if they went for the drive rush cancel into a true string where you wouldn't be able to super or DP into gap, you can still drive reversal out of block stun. And Marisa really doesn't want to be put on defense. I find a lot of times I block one crouch medium into drive rush cancel, I get put in the blender, and I can't get out of the situation. So remembering to represent that as an option has been really paying dividends for me in preventing the opponent from getting started at all and forcing them to do something other than drive rush cancel on block to start their offense. Maybe they have to jump, maybe they have to drive rush, maybe they have to play neutral, but they can't just walk up, do button drive rush, and get mix for free because I have the options to negate that early in the round when I still have meter. There, my safe jump got perfect parry, and I somehow still got thrown. I'm not sure what I hit there to still get thrown. I'm playing a little bit too anxious in the corner. I didn't feel especially threatened by this guy, and I felt pretty sure he was eventually going to jump or do something, or eventually going to throw or do something else that I could just jump out of, and I was right. And then I had a feeling, you know, I'm out of the corner, he's down around, he wants to keep me in the corner, he's going to DP, and he did, and I blocked it, and he died. I go up a game, going into game 2, feeling pretty confident that I can just kind of run my game plan here. There, I didn't react with the drive reversal. I'm working on it. That's another example. If I again went to steal my turn with OD stance on block when he wasn't reliably pressing, some of these things only work against people that like really know the frame data and really know the game. And oddly, like, you can't get away with some of what's a good idea against players who don't even know why it's a good idea. Like, for instance, if you do a spacing trap and then you assume they know it's a spacing trap, and so you do something under the presumption that they're not going to press, if they're a lower level player, they might literally just press. There, it happened again. I got lucky he parried. When you have to pay attention to what the other person is actually doing and what they know. Because if you're trying to play on layer 4 and they're still on layer 2, then what you're doing just isn't going to work. There, I got lucky that he panic supered, but like that round was way closer than it needed to be. I went for the optimal super meter gain with the command grab. I find this situation a lot where I presume something about how the other person is going to play because of what character they play, or I presume they know something about how my character plays, and until the person demonstrates that, or unless they have a reputation that precedes them, I just need to slow down and play the person in front of me. That was again a case of me not reacting to what's in front of me. That was a sweep. That was punishable on block. And I had the read on the DP. Probably could have gotten a bigger punish there, but oh well. Here, I really just started abusing the fact that this guy liked to parry a lot, but I could have abused it even more. Honestly, there are multiple situations here where I'm just wailing on his parry. That is something I've been working on really hard. That bait, that was sick. And now, a quick break to thank this video's sponsor, Zenni Gaming. Zenni has been a leading online glasses company since 2003, when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was released. With over 50 million pairs sold, Zenni offers prescription sunglasses, sports glasses, blue light glasses for gaming, safety glasses, and just regular old glasses. So you can look like Marisa outfit 2, Aki outfit 3, whatever you want. And unlike costumes in Street Fighter 6, Zenni is always releasing new fits, all for a fraction of what glasses would cost at an offline store. You can even virtually try them on with your device's camera before you buy. Use promo code GLADIUS to get 10% off your Zenni purchase while supporting the channel. Link is in the description. With such low-cost eyewear, you can find something to match every cosplay or esports jersey. The possibilities are as endless as Ken Main's downplay. Thanks for watching the ad. Now back to the video. I ran out of time before the ad kicked in, but Marisa's medium punch target combo, there's always a gap after that unless you drive rush cancel it into a light, and it's -8, so it's quite punishable on block. But against burnout, it's only -4, and people are very unlikely to just press a jab, and a lot of times they assume you're going to do a follow-up that leaves a gap, and they will super, and there is no level 3 that is fast enough to catch you doing medium punch target combo on block against burnout, and I intentionally baited the super at the end there, where I think even a couple of weeks ago I almost definitely would have gotten hit. So I'm really proud of that. This match with Cammy is really another case of I kind of just ran my shit. I'm not reacting to her jumps. She whiffed a throw tech in my face and I didn't punish it. I'm just kind of steamrolling with Marisa damage. And like I said, I don't hate the way I played at this Iron Grid. I think overall the fact that I still did pretty well at this Iron Grid when I feel like I was having an off day is a really good sign about my growth as a player. But there's still just that lingering sense, that was a missed input, that was supposed to be a command grab, that lingering sense of like, how come sometimes it feels like I don't think? Like I go to play this game and I just do Marisa things, and I'm not thinking about what my opponent's doing. I'm not, as I'm doing my option, going, okay, the most likely things they could do here are jump or drive rush. So I'm gonna look to anti-air or check the drive rush. I'm just kind of doing my stuff. And I think another part of that is I've been working really, really hard on the neutral. I've been running a lot of long sets with much stronger players, like 2K MR players, ever since I finally hit Ultimate Master 1800 MR, and they're cooking me, and I'm learning a lot about spacing and varying your button timings and when to press, or if you should press at all. Terrible combo drop, God. And I'm thinking so hard about the neutral and about when should I press this button, and using buttons in ways that I wasn't using them before. I've especially been using a lot more stand heavy punch in neutral because I've been trying to learn from watching Infectious's replays, and he uses that button a lot. And I'm thinking so hard about all of the things I could be doing. What if they walk forward, and what if they walk back, and they could jump, and they could drive rush, and I'm not zeroing in on the specific options they're showing me. I'm getting overwhelmed. And this round is the definition of getting overwhelmed. At this point, I think he realized he was down a game, and I was just like, oh, I've seen this before. You're gonna play this round like a crackhead. You're gonna hit me with your entire bag of tricks in one round instead of saving anything for later because you're trying to freak me out. So if I lose this round, fine, because that was it. That was all your crazy all at once. And the information I'm getting from that, I don't even have to learn like specific setups. I don't have to gather any kind of specific counterplay here. All I have to know is I've clearly freaked you out because now you're just doing everything in a half. Like just absolute chaos. So even though it was a perfect KO in his favor, I actually felt pretty good after that round because it was like, okay, you're scared. And that proved to be valuable information. This round there, I baited the super. What am I doing? I gotta anti-air. I gotta use my jump medium punch target combo. It just, Marisa having so many anti-airs, oddly, like, you would think having a lot of anti-airs would make a character easier to anti-air with, but it's a case of they're also situational, that even if I'm looking for the jump, I have that moment of hesitation where I'm like, at this angle, do I need to jump back light? Do I need to jump medium punch? Can I crouch heavy punch? Can I just Gladius? Is this one of the cases where I can use medium Dima? Can I OS with the armor stance? And by the time I've picked an anti-air, I just got counter hit. If I even attempted to anti-air at all, a lot of times I'm just like, oh shit, they jumped, and I'm freezing. And it's really only going to come from continuing to play more. I specifically want to just sit in the lab and have a bot do a couple of pre-recorded different strings where they jump over my head at different times, and literally only sit there and anti-cross up the bot with jump back light, because I do not jump back light. Jumping back as an anti-air feels deeply unintuitive to me. That was actually a really sick super call out. I delayed that intentionally because if you do Marisa's level 3 immediately after they drive rush cancel or crouch median kick, they have time to block, and I waited for him to commit to an option. And now here, I knew he was gonna dive kick. I knew, and the people behind me yelled, and it was awesome. Did you know that I'm now a brand ambassador for AdvancedGG? Advanced was founded by two gamers in 2018, when Street Fighter V Arcade Edition was released. Advanced offers formulas for focus and hydration too, but my personal favorite is their energy drinks, with over 19 wild flavors to choose from. I'm talking mango lemonade, strawberry shortcake, taro bubble tea, and more. Personally, when I tried the original Ramune, I was hooked. What's even better is that unlike many competing brands, Advanced always promises no added sugar, no artificial colors, and no uncomfortable crash when the energy boost wears off, as compared to chemical-heavy alternatives. Each 16-ounce serving of Advanced Energy contains about the same caffeine as 2 cups of coffee, and it's all natural caffeine from green tea, too. Whether you're an esports professional, a fitness fanatic, an exam-stressed student, or an ambitious 9-to-5er, Advanced supplements are designed to help you realize your peak potential. Use promo code GLADIUS10 to get 10% off your AdvancedGG purchase while supporting the channel. Link is in the description. Soon, you'll have energy levels that rival even the most unhinged Kimberly players on Ranked. And more flavors to choose from than Street Fighter 6 will ever have balance patches. Thanks for watching the ad. Now back to the video.
Alright, we have Marceline and Femshep coming up to bat here.
2 goats.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see this going either way. Absolutely.
Femshep's been putting in work, but so has Marceline, honestly.
Yeah, and it's Marisa Juri, which is also like, I could see that going either way.
Yeah.
So this is a terrible idea getting the hair down. I can't see. Oh, I gotta fix it.
I believe Femshep has actually hit a milestone. She can correct me later if she sees this, but like I believe she
Here we go.
hit
All
Ultimate
right.
Master recently, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. We have them locking in Marisa versus Juri, Femshep versus Marceline. This is a best of 3, right? For losers round 1? Yeah,
I
it's
think
definitely
so,
best.
yeah.
Oh, it says best of 5.
Best of 5. Oh, okay.
All right.
How'd your games go?
I went all right. I went, what was it, 2-2, I think, so I can't
2-2,
complain
that's
too
not
much.
bad. Yeah, that's like 1 KD, man. That's like positive.
Exactly. Oh, it's neutral. So that's always the bare minimum I want. I always want to go at least neutral for me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I beat some people I wanted to beat. Artorias took me out in City of the Wolves and Street Fighter 6, so that was fun. I'm telling him, he's following me.
Yeah,
he's knocking
dude,
me out of everything.
It's
he's my demon.
crazy, yeah.
Femshep waving to the camera. To the people. To the people.
To the people.
All the fans.
Proud as ever. Proud as ever.
All right, here we go. Man. I'm trying to think, actually. I do think Marisa takes this matchup a little bit over Juri. But it's a real close one either way. All right, starting off with a grab from Marceline while she builds the Feng Shui stocks. All right, nice combo off for Femshep. Slowly pushing Marceline into the corner. All right, a big command grab brings Marceline below half.
Doing really good with the pressure.
Absolutely. Dude, if there's one thing Femshep has, it's crazy pressure with Marisa. With all the plus frames she gets from charging her normals and her specials, man, it's terrifying to try and take your turn back.
Absolutely.
So let's see if Marceline can find a way through that. Round 1, though, seems to be going to Femshep. So let's see if Marceline can find an answer for round 2. All right. Small whiff with no punish. Oh, no punish on the missed, what's that move called? Yeah, I don't know all Marisa's moves. That's the only one I don't.
Ooh, nice
Ooh,
overhead.
nice overhead by Marceline. You're right. And Marceline has Femshep with a big counter hit in the corner now. Brings her down to 1 hit to kill. Ooh, oh, very unfortunate turnaround for Femshep. And the fireball takes it, so we're sitting at 1-1 in game 1. Yeah, this is definitely a back and forth matchup, man. Good connection from Marceline. Starts pushing Femshep back into the corner. All right, just pressuring her with the fireballs. Oh, Femshep gets the jump out and knocks Marceline into the corner. Nice EXDP by Marceline.
Marceline said, no, I'm not staying in this corner.
There you go. You got to do that sometimes. You got to take the turn back by force.
Absolutely. I wish Aki had this type of reversal.
Yeah, best you have some slide right. Nice EXDP gets her out of the corner. Keeping Femshep away and tossing fireballs just to poke at that guard. See if she can get something going. A nice grab brings Femshep into 25% health. All right, we're feeling each other out. Oh, I don't think she pressed the button. No, that's death. Yeah, Femshep kills here every day of the week with Marisa. She just does so much damage. that should connect. There you go. That's round 1 for FemShep. Plenty of time for Marceline to turn it around and figure it out. And like I said, it's been so close so far, so there's not much she has to adjust to take control back of this match.
Both of them have been absolutely great at trying to catch each other's whiffs.
Absolutely. We've had some really good neutral here, really good whiff punishing and all that. So it's just who can keep it together longer. Because a first to 5 is so much longer than a first to 3, so a lot of it's an endurance battle, too. Oh, it's first to 3. It is. Your setup says first to 5. Okay, gotcha. So we are first to 3. All right, so a little less time for Marceline
even bigger
to adapt.
stakes.
Exactly. A little less time for her to adapt, but still more than doable. Something up? What are we waiting on?
Marceline's been,
there we go.
locking in.
They're just taking a breather. Now we're jumping into game 2.
Both playing very patiently, trying to take out each other. There we go.
I like that. Marissa's not a character you can overextend against. She'll blow you up for it every time. Even if you make contact, that armor will just blast right through your normals. I do want to see Marceline start punishing those Gladius whiffs, though. That could definitely be what gives her the edge in this matchup right now. Good EXDP, though. Those have been on point. I think she's 100% for EXDPs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Marceline trying to pressure in the corner.
Trying to go for the overhead, but...
Oh, that's burnout. So I'm pretty sure FemShep kills off this. No, she goes for the reset. Catches Marceline, not ready for it. Marceline's still alive, though. FemShep burned out. Let's see if she can get a turnaround.
Playing very patiently, not wanting to risk anything.
Ooh, both players burned. Oh, unfortunate grab whiff gives the round to FemShep. That sucks, man. It happens, so you just got to be able to play through it, and let's hope that doesn't take some steam away from Marceline in this fight. I think that's a missed ODDP. All right, a nice fireball Marceline.
Hoping to
keep her space, but FemShep gets in, and now it's time to put on pressure. Finally calls out the ODDP and starts a big combo. This is going to bring Marceline to 1, if not kill.
It might kill. Will it kill?
That's what Sajam's thing, right? Will it kill? There you go. It doesn't, though. There you go.
1 bar, though.
1 bar of drive and no help. Oh, big level 3 by Marceline.
What reactions?
Pushes FemShep off of her and gives her a chance to get drive back. This could be the turnaround she needs. All right, still a long way to go, but this is a good start for Marceline. Oh, but the DI catches out of the DP, and FemShep takes it. Oh, wait, no, that's 1-1. No, that should be 2-0, right?
FemShep, yeah.
Yeah, oh, it says Marceline 1-0, so there we go. All right.
The numbers, the numbers in the game can't lie.
All right, that was a pretty good match, though. Nice and close, back and forth.
Absolutely.
There's absolutely such a thing of a close 2-0.
Yeah, those modern reactions.
Yeah, both of them. They were both playing modern. So
who is the more modern? Who is the quicker?
New age duel there.
So I'm just going to say in advance that this match is depressing because it is just me throwing mashed potatoes at the wall and hoping they stick. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just point blank, I do not know how to fight Dhalsim. I have tried, I have gotten advice from people, I understand that you can whiff punish the limb into combo, I understand some of how his stuff works, I know you want to bait the drive reversal, but like, I'm still just lost fighting this character. I feel like he controls all the screen space, and I'm hesitant to do anything because I'm just always getting poked out of what I'm trying to do. So I went Ken because at the very least I feel like Ken can get in a little easier than Marisa can get in, even though he doesn't do the same damage. And I thought maybe as a Hail Mary I could pull it off with Ken, but like, this was not happening. And I knew it when I sat down, and I don't even think it's a case of, oh, I lost because I wasn't confident. Like, I genuinely don't know how to fight this character. And Doc Morales is one of the best Dhalsims around. He's absolutely incredible at what he does. So I straight up just need to talk to people that understand this better than I do, because I don't even know what to lab. I don't even know what to look at in the replay. All I see is just that I don't know what I'm doing. I quite literally saved this video on my phone, uploaded it to Google Drive, renamed the file, I hope Dhalsim dies, and sent it to my friend Bane Hollow, who is really, really excellent at winning this matchup with Marisa. He runs sets with Breezy Man a lot on his stream and frankly just abuses him because he's very, very confident in the Dhalsim matchup. So I'm hoping that talking to Bane Hollow, maybe working through some stuff in the lab together, will be helpful. because I don't like auto-losing at character select, and it happens to be very rarely these days, but I have just never been able to figure out Dhalsim. This character, I don't even know what to say. Like, I watch other people fight him and somehow find gaps in his pressure to get in, and I'm so impressed by it because I just never know when to move. I'm getting clipped here, I get clipped trying to jump, I get clipped trying to walk, I get clipped trying to walk and block, I get clipped trying to drive rush, I get clipped trying to DP. Everybody's like, oh, just play slow, and, you know, choose your moments. And I'm like, but what moment? How am I supposed to know? I can't just sit at full screen forever. That's the other thing about this matchup that I hate, is I'm just excruciatingly bored the entire fucking time. Like, there is nothing interesting that happens while fighting a Dhalsim. It's just keep away. He's keep away the character. He's zoner personified. Like, everything I hate about Guile as a gameplay archetype is worse with Dhalsim. Dhalsim is a more interesting character design and stuff than Guile, which is why I hate on Guile more as a character, because I think that character is just boring, and at least Dhalsim's, like, unique. But it doesn't change the fact that mechanically, Dhalsim is my most hated character to fight. At this point, I was like, alright, my out-of-practice Ken is not pulling it off. I'm gonna have to attempt this on Marisa, look to whiff punish the limb. I don't think this is happening, but I know at least a few things. Doc did sit down and train the matchup with me at one point. You can still find that video somewhere on the channel. And, like, it looked a little better that one day. I felt like I'd absorbed some useful information, but I'm still really struggling to apply it when we're not just running dedicated long sets where he's telling me, hey, you're forgetting to do this, you could be doing that. In the real match setting, I'm just freezing up severely. Here, I'm doing everything I can to try to get in, and it's just not working. I think I probably need to be walking forward a little more once I'm in that uncomfortable pocket and trying to air, because here I'm just trying to get lucky flinging options at the float when I could jump medium punch the float or even crouch heavy punch the float. I'm doing a lot of jumping here just because I don't know what to do. DI is not terrible against Dhalsim. That's not entirely a panic option because a lot of his best pokes are not special cancelable and you can DI through them. But it doesn't work as a whole strategy. I definitely need to be representing dash forward more, because when I watch Bane Hollow play, he does a lot of dash forward to close the space. And he also talked to me about how you want to jump at Dhalsim from this ambiguous, like, 3/4 screen range where his regular anti-air is going to whiff, and then you can punish him on landing. And I didn't really think about that here either. I'm just trying to brute force it. I knew that DI was a bad idea, like, as soon as I clicked it. And now I'm in the corner and getting pressured. I also totally forgot, you know, I do know some things. You know, a lot of this was probably tilt. I need to practice it, but the tilt didn't help. I, like, pre-tilted because of how insecure I feel in this matchup and how frustrated and bored I get in this matchup. I know you can try to perfect parry the first hit of the Yoga Flame, and if you get perfect parry, then you can actually OS into either OD Gladius or DI through the remaining 2 hits of the Yoga Flame. And if you get the perfect parry, it comes out and you get the hit. And I didn't even attempt that. I completely forgot to power the Yoga Flame. I remember just thinking, ugh, Yoga Flame constantly spacing me out was so annoying and boring. And I just died. Dhalsim. So it goes. I got a lab.
Where are you going? Before hitting like and subscribe,